There we are.
So, what are your go-to items at Jack in the Box?
Bacon ultimate cheeseburger combo with the large drink, and instead of fries, I get the 7-piece jalapenos.
Stuffed jalapenos?
Mm-hmm.
I heard they're bomb.
They are bomb.
Yeah.
Out of every fast food restaurant that has jalapeno poppers, Jack in the Box is
That's what I
the
heard.
superior.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax. My name is Fidel. His name is Eddie. Fuck him.
Today's sponsor is Jack in the Box.
Today's sponsor is Jack in the Box. They had the Ice Cube Munchie Meal recently.
Ice Cube Munchie Meal?
Yeah, it was like a deep fried chicken patty with like a hash brown and then it had something else. Like, I don't know. It was good though. But you don't eat meat though, so why you even asking?
Yeah, I can pretend. For the fans.
For the fans.
Yeah, I fuck with meat.
Fuck meat. That's fucking gross, dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if I'm feeling extra hungry, I'll get an order of tacos. I love Jack in the Box tacos, dude.
Till this day, everyone and their mom's like, dude, they're not even real meat. You can eat them.
It's not. But I don't...
They have beef in it.
If anything, I feel like it has like maybe beef stock.
No, I think it has like some like form of beef like infused in it.
Yeah?
It's not completely like 100% like whatever.
Because I know it is soy also.
Yeah, but
Whatever the fuck it is, that shit bomb as fuck.
damn. Oh, yes, I agree. Fellow
Yes,
meat
I
eater.
agree.
Fellow meat eater.
Fellow carnivorous person.
Yes.
So what's up with the beard, homie? Eddie got a beard.
Dude, I'm going through a lot right now.
What do you mean you're going through a lot?
Yeah, story time, dude.
All right, go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm gonna Tarantino this. I'm
Okay.
gonna start at the end.
All right.
So today I walked in my room.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, okay, I got a little bit before Ellie comes over. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I noticed remote sitting on my couch with like what appeared to be like some form of like foam on it. It was weird.
Foam?
Yeah. So when I picked it up, I'm like, what the fuck is on my controller?
Yeah.
The cat threw up on it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
My TV controller. So I don't think it works anymore.
That's what's up.
I tried drying it off, and I don't know if it like the saliva like baked into it
Yeah, probably.
because of the heat, but yeah. So then I'm like, oh fuck, okay, I gotta go find a replacement now. All right, whatever. I want to continue cleaning. I got my vacuum out. There's like a bunch of litter on the ground from the cats making a mess.
Yeah.
So I'm vacuuming everything. The vacuum takes a shit on me.
Damn, it shits on you?
On my chest, dude.
That's what's up. Fucking gross.
I think the battery went out.
Yeah.
So I have all this litter on the ground that I can't clean up. Strike two. Okay.
Yeah.
Work. I feel like sometimes I work with like dummies.
Yeah. I for sure work with dummies.
Dude. I'm like going back and forth. I'm cooking. I'm running to my computer, doing computer stuff. Going back to cooking, just back and forth, dude.
Yeah.
Frustrating day. All right, so we're gonna keep Tarantino in this and go backwards a little bit.
Okay.
So, I finally had time to use your drone.
Oh, okay. Your drone.
But yeah, all the drone you gave me. Yeah.
Sydney also. Don't forget that.
Yeah, kinda. Kinda. So I was like, okay, I finally have like some time. Like it's charged, it's ready to go. Like I'm gonna go in the front yard. Dude, I was reading the instructions. I got it going. Like I never messed with a drone before.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
They're like, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like an RC car, but no, not at all. Like it's super like, it's so much different. So once it was in the air, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just keep it at a slow pace.
Yeah.
Dude, it was in the air for 5 seconds. Dude, you seen the front yard we have, right?
She's already laughing.
Dude, you seen the front yard? We have a pretty big front yard.
Yeah.
My mom has this little fountain.
Oh no!
In the corner of the yard. Tell me why the first thing that drone does is just head straight for the fountain, crash in it, and fall in the water.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So it was in there for like maybe 3 seconds in the water. I took it out, dried it off. It wouldn't connect back to the controller.
Oh my!
So I'm
God.
hoping I'm letting it dry.
Yeah.
You know, hoping maybe tomorrow I'll try it again. But so far it wasn't working. So, dude, so everything in my life is just breaking, dude.
That's what's
Hence
up,
the
homie.
beard.
That's what's up. Homie.
First world problems, dude.
Damn.
Spoiled kid problems.
Damn.
So yeah, dude.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
Damn. I'm pretty sure that it's still under warranty, if anything.
I don't think most electronics don't cover like water damage though.
Oh, really?
I don't think so, because I know like a lot of
I might have got the Geek Squad, because I got through Best Buy. I might have gotten the Geek Squad protection. I'll double check.
Okay. Yeah, just because I know a lot of them like they have these little strips that they stick in them, like in case like so if water does get in, they'll be able to tell it's water damage.
Oh.
So that's a shitty thing, because I know like I've tried returning a few things for getting wet, and they're like, nah, like we don't cover water damage. I'm like, how did you know?
Damn. You're all because it's in a tub of water right now.
I bought it in the tub. Like I was afraid to touch it, man.
You just brought it in a bucket
I
of
don't
water.
want to get wet. Ew.
Ew, water. Damn, dude.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like really going through a lot right now, dude.
So you gonna let it grow out or what?
No.
No?
I'll probably shave tomorrow. It's already bugging the fuck out of me, dude. I can't, dude.
You suck,
I
dude.
can't,
Just let
I
it grow
can't,
out.
I can't, dude.
I grew my hair out. I grew my fucking hair out.
This is like the equivalent of like 3 years for me. Like I feel like it's only been like a week, but no,
This has been 3 years.
I'll think about it.
It's fucked up.
I can't do it, dude.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That's
hence
what's
the
up, homie.
beard, you know. Once I get a remote and fix the drone, maybe I'll shave. Yeah.
Damn. Well, my life's pretty great.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Nothing electronic has broken.
No, I sold all my games.
Oh, didn't you just get the Spider-Man game?
But I beat it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I tried just like playing it and doing like the little
Going
side.
into
It was
it?
boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you know how I was like contemplating like, oh, I'm gonna sell the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Everybody was telling me, nah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm just like, I don't really play. Like I tried playing it, like with the other games I have, and I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into it. Like, no, you're gonna regret it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just sell my games, and then I'll buy a new game, maybe something that interests me. You know?
Have you?
No. So what I did was I was like, fuck it. I'm going to GameStop.
You
You know-
sold them there?
I sold them there. Well, I have store credit.
Oh, okay.
So,
I feel
spoiler
like that's
alert.
the only way to go.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
GameStop
So
because-
I went to sell the games, and the girl, she was like, "Oh, okay. I can offer you $60 cash for 7
Damn.
games, or $140 store credit."
yeah, dude.
I was like, "Oh, I'll take the store credit." Well, no, it wasn't. It was like closer to $70 cash, but still, like, dude, double. I
Yeah.
don't remember it being like that. Like, I remember it being like more like maybe a $20-$30 difference, but double.
That does seem like a lot. I don't remember exactly how much, but I knew it was like a big difference. So
I was like, "Fuck, dude!"
that is a crazy amount, though.
Like, oh, no, I was like, "Nah, I'll take the store credit."
Yeah, because I don't remember. I think my PS2. I think I sold it to them,
Yeah,
and the same thing. Like I was like, oh, I'll just get cash, whatever. Like I don't want to like post it and wait. Like I just
Yeah.
want to get rid of it. And I think same thing. I ended up just going to a store credit. 'Cause I'm like, damn, that's a big difference.
yeah. And so I got the store credit, and I was like looking at the games I had, and there was like nothing that interested me at all. Like nothing really caught my attention, and I was just like, I almost contemplating getting like the newest like WWE game,
Yeah.
but I stopped buying those games because I got bored of them so quick.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a game I would.
So like,
Just wait for Grand Theft Auto, dude.
probably, dude, I'm probably just gonna do that because
Yeah.
I'm naive, or I'm like
Do you ever
game illiterate, and so I asked the girl, I was like, oh, how long does a store credit last? Like, does it expire? And she goes, no, it doesn't expire. I'm like, oh, okay, then I'll just wait. I'll just hold on to it, and wait to see like if something comes out that catches my attention. Like, oh, I'll get that.
Do you ever like go on the online store on the PlayStation, like to see like the games, the downloadable games?
Yeah, I would do that every
Nothing
now and
ever
then.
catches your eyes. 'Cause
Not
they have
really.
good deals, dude.
Nah, nothing ever really.
Really, like they have some good deals. Like even some games for like free too.
Well, that's how I got because I do have the Lego Star Wars game on there. Because I remember you had told me you liked it, and then it was like on sale on the PlayStation Store, so I ended up getting it. And that's basically the only game I have right now on the PlayStation that I haven't beat.
Oh, okay.
So
game's
if
long.
anything, I'll play that for now.
Yeah.
Because I also have God of War on there.
You should play with Anna's kids, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be so into it. It's fun.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're not really into video games like that. If anything, it's more Roblox.
It's a building game, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know where Roblox. It's a building game, but
Yeah, stupid ass.
yeah, I assume it blocks. Come on.
It's more Roblox started as like a game developer training like system,
Really?
and they turned it into a game.
I don't know. I get confused with Minecraft and that.
It's yeah. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, so I have the store credit, and we'll see.
Plus, you never know, dude. Your 4K player might take a shit one day, and you have that as backup.
Why you gotta say that?
Because everything's breaking in my life, dude. That's why.
Damn.
I
You
had
know
to
what?
jump
This
for 5
podcast is
seconds.
over, dude.
I had to jump with it. My
This is the
microphone
last
breaks right
episode,
now.
dude. This is the last episode. We're done. R.I.P.
Damn. That's what's up. That's what's
Next
up.
episode is gonna be the debut of my new podcast, Betamax 2.0.
2.0.
No, my next week is gonna be the debut episode of my new podcast, VHS,
Damn. We're moving up.
Video Home System. That's what it's gonna be called. I actually watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched 2, 3, 4, like 5 movies.
So you like movies, huh?
Mm-hmm. And I
what's
watched Incendies.
Oh.
I watched it.
Let's
I watched
say
it
that's the
yesterday. All right. Shit sucked.
All right, I didn't really, I didn't really watch movies. I saw a few.
Damn.
I saw one that. You go first. You say one, and I'll go.
All right. I watched Angels in the Outfield
Ooh, was it on Disney Plus?
on Disney Plus. Yeah.
What did you think?
So me and Anna we started watching it, and I was like, all right, is this? It's a kids movie, right?
I assume. I haven't seen it in years, but I remember it being a kids movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I can see it being catered to kids. It definitely has like those like tropes of being a kids movie, and
So that scene where the guy sits on the nachos.
yeah, you know, a lot of goofy shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some like heavy shit that happens in that movie. I don't know if you remember.
I don't remember the heavy shit.
Like him going to the court date because his dad gives up custody, he like basically surrenders him fully to the foster care system, and like he's all crying and shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then like when they're talking about like, do you remember his friend, like the little black kid?
Yeah.
Where they're talking about like, oh yeah, like he doesn't like going in cars, like in small cars, because him and his mom used to live in a car, and then she gave him up like to the foster care system. I was like, what the fuck? This shit dark as hell.
Nah, I don't remember that at all, dude.
Yeah. And he's all traumatized by cars and shit.
So it's a comedy.
Yeah, this is hilarious. But dude, I forgot like the actors that were in that movie. Adrian Brody, Matthew McConaughey.
Adrian Brody's in it.
Yeah.
Does he play the outfield?
He plays the angel.
Dang.
Adrian Brody, Matthew McConaughey, Tony Danza.
I don't remember any of them in that movie.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean Christopher Lloyd plays like the main angel.
Yeah, I remember him.
And who else?
Who's the main kid?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
See, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, he was the main kid.
Uh,
And then his dad is played by I think what's the actor's name? Dylan Mulroney? Fuck. I forgot how to fucking say his name, but he's the latest thing he was in was the latest Scream movie where he was one of the killers.
I didn't watch it.
Damn, you fucking suck, dude.
I'm not.
You don't like horror movies or what?
I don't like screams.
Damn.
It's an ick.
Yeah. No, yeah, like I don't remember the movie getting like heavy like that in the subject matter.
So, but
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah?
I still enjoyed it because like we had that discussion of like kids sports movies.
Yeah.
Like how that was such a thing in like the 90s, like the late 90s. and it still holds up. I mean, it has that charm, that '90s like nostalgia, and
How's the CGI in it?
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, for the time, I could see how it could be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Does it kind of work with the movie?
Yeah, but I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. It still had its heartwarming moments. It was cheesy, obviously.
Yeah.
But I had a good time.
Alcohol required though.
Maybe. Damn, Jeremy Johns.
No, we're still in his bit.
Damn.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Speaking of YouTubers, did you see Chris Stuckman's movie is getting picked up by Neon?
Yeah, I did. I heard. Man, fuck Chris Stuckman, dude. Like
I don't think he's directing it though. Or no, it's done, right? Isn't it done?
I think he's finished with it. I think right now they're just like in the editing process or something.
Because from what I read, is Mike Flanagan was like really about it, but I don't know if he like came in to help him out or he like co-directed or something. I know Mike Flanagan is maybe if anything he's a producer.
What I think it's weird that everyone's calling it his first movie, and I'm like, it's not.
Well, his first like big feature, I think.
I guess.
What else has he done?
He did another movie, and he's like totally like brushing it under the rug.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
that
remember
like
you
horror
telling me.
movie that takes place like in a movie theater.
I remember you telling me about it.
And like I can't find anything on it, but I know it was made because I can't remember the main. Do you remember that guy, that other YouTuber he would make videos with? He was super annoying.
Really buff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was like the main character, like
What
the main
happened
actor.
to that guy?
I don't know.
He was wearing a Superman shirt, no?
He was super cringy. He was like a buff guy that would wear Superman shirts. But I remember like his I would hate his reviews on movies because they were always like, he was like, I don't even know, dude. Like that almost looked like he was working out while he was reviewing. Like yeah.
Flexing his delts?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if that's a muscle. It's just...
I'll accept it.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be curious to watch it.
Shelby Oaks, it's called.
But only because I really want to shit on it.
I heard it's not good. I've been hearing that it's not good. Because I saw this one video of a movie reviewer. I forgot what her name was, but she had said something about like she doesn't understand why this movie is getting hype. Like she's happy for him, Chris Stuckman. Like she's happy he's doing it, but like the only reason this movie's getting hype is because Mike Flanagan is championing it, and Neon picked it up for distribution. So it's gonna get a wide release because of Neon.
I know it's gonna sound so bad to say, but like I feel like Chris Stuckman is such a pussy, dude. So like I just feel like he doesn't have the guts in him to like make a serious horror movie. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. Like,
what if you watch it and you end up liking it?
Dude, that's true. I'm gonna reserve my judgment. Fidel has opened my eyes.
Damn.
It's the beer talking, man. I'm angry.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah, it probably does.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, I just feel like I don't know, dude. Like I used to really look forward to his reviews, and then he just became like lame. I don't know, like.
Yeah, when he started doing the whole like, oh, I'm only gonna talk about movies I like. It's like, what's the point then?
Yeah, and I get it, but it's like he's too afraid to even critique a film that he likes.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like when you're just like it's just boring to watch his reviews because like they're all gonna be positive. So it's like what I kind of want to hear the bad too.
Yeah.
And it's not just like me and you that see it that way because other YouTubers have made videos like calling it like the downfall of Chris Stuckman.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're pretty much saying the same thing. Like you're, because he does get compared to Jeremy Johns a lot.
Yeah.
Because they both have been around for.
Yeah.
Probably like they're like the biggest like movie reviewers that have been around for so long. And I feel like Jeremy Johns, like I can watch a video now, and watch one from like 11 years ago, and he still has the same energy.
Yeah.
Like, he's still really passionate. And Chris Stuckman just like looks like he has like no soul anymore. Like he doesn't even look excited. Like he just looks like he's tired and just like doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like it's just a job for him now.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Johns is like still like hyped on it. Like he's still like he still has that energy to him. And it's like you can't help but notice it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I am curious about it, but I'm not looking forward to it. I don't have like any hope for it either.
Watch, it's gonna be tight.
No.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah, man.
Shelby Oaks. I don't know when it's supposed to release. I saw that Neon picked up distribution for it. So
Yeah.
but it did premiere at like some festival, but I don't know. We'll see. Well, everything I've read about the actual movie is like it's not that great. It's like your typical run of the mill. Like
That's what I feel like. I feel like it's just gonna be boring. Like it's not gonna be like anything that's gonna like draw a lot of attention.
yeah,
It's not gonna be a hit, but it's also not gonna be like so bad that it's funny.
yeah.
It's not gonna be like a, I don't know, like a Maleficent. Not Maleficent. What's Maleficent?
Maleficent's the Disney villain from
It's
Sleeping
gonna be
Beauty
just like that, dude.
with Angelina
What am I
Jolie.
thinking of?
Green Inferno.
Oh God, dude.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises.
I'm gonna punch you.
Promise.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know what the fuck. Am I a mind reader?
Yeah, that James Wan movie,
James. Oh, Malignant.
Malignant. Yeah, there you go.
Maleficent.
Malignant.
Malignificent.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that movie was tight.
That movie was tight, man. I need to rewatch that movie. I haven't seen it in so long.
Damn, you gotta watch Madam Web.
Yeah. I feel like it's just gonna be one of those movies that's gonna come out and people are gonna forget about it like in 3 months.
What? Which one?
Uh,
Oh, Shelby Oaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Which I mean, like I said, sucks. Is like I feel like if he was to make a movie like 10 years ago, it probably would have been great
Yeah,
because I don't.
he was a little more passionate.
Yeah, and I feel like I said, now I just feel like it's just a job for him.
Who knows? Maybe it'll surprise us.
Yeah, but because I don't know, he's a crybaby, dude. Remember he made that video and everyone made fun of him because he he did a review on Battlefront, the Star Wars game.
Yeah.
I think Battlefront 2 when it first came out, and he was complaining about it. He's like, dude, like I'm not even having fun. Like I'm on there for 5 seconds and then like somebody kills me, and everybody went on there like making fun of him. Like, dude, the game is not bad just because you fucking suck. and dude, he got so butthurt about it, and it was just the funniest thing. People were making like memes about it, and then like a year later, he made another video saying that he had posted a what do you call it? Damn, I'm blanking out hard today.
It's the beard.
Like the skeleton for a movie.
The skeleton for a movie.
Yeah, the
script.
The script. Yeah, he is.
Damn, you're blanking out on script.
The script, dude.
Dude, hey,
Skeleton.
are you
Start with an
okay,
S,
dude? Are you okay?
I'm going through a lot, dude.
Damn.
I had a drum for 5 seconds. I'm gonna keep reminding everyone that. But he posted a script online for, I think it was like a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Everyone shit on it. They were literally like saying like it's like one of the worst scripts ever made. Like it's horrible. And he did a response video to that, saying that he was like about to cry in the video, dude. He's like, I don't even want to be on the internet anymore. Like what's the point of people releasing art? People are just gonna shit on it, and blah blah. And I think that was like the turning point. I think that's when he stopped like doing reviews. I'm like, dude, take the criticism.
Yeah, dude.
Work on your stupid script and make it better. But I don't know. Enough of him, dude. Well, sucks.
I also watched this other movie called Sunshine Cleaning.
Sunshine Cleaning.
Yeah, starring Amy Adams, Emily Blunt, Alan Arkin, Steve Zahn.
Emily, what?
Blunt.
What?
What the fuck was that?
Hey, I'm straight edge. I don't know what that sounds like.
No, yeah, it's like it's a little older, the movie.
I never heard of it.
I had never heard of it either. Anna had suggested it, and we watched it. I liked it. I did like it. It's from the director of Little Miss Sunshine, but
I like that movie.
yeah. So I mean, that's the Alan Arkin. He's in Little Miss Sunshine, you know. So this movie it's just about this woman who she's like kind of peaked in high school, but she starts a business of like crime scene cleanup, basically. I had no idea that was. I don't know how accurate this is, but I had no idea that was like a privatized business. Like you could just start. Like I thought it was like something you had to go through like the government for shit like that. Like,
so like anybody could do it.
Apparently, according to them, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't look into it. It was just something I was like, damn, you could just do that. Like, and so she starts up this business because she's having an affair with this her high school boyfriend who's like married and has kids, whatever. But they have like a hotel meetup, and he's telling her about it because she's always like complaining about money. And he's like, you should do that, like, because she works for like a cleaning service. They go to clean people's houses, and he tells her like, why don't you just do that, like. These guys that we call up, because he's a cop, these guys that we call up for like these crime scenes to clean up, like they make a lot of money. So her and her sister, they start doing it, and it's kind of like a not a coming of age. It was just more of like, I guess you could say it's kind of a coming of age story, but I did enjoy it. It does have its flaws, like a lot of conveniences, but it's more like dramatic than anything. But she starts up this business, and she's like, things kind of start to seem to go right for her, but she gets very selfish. She gets very selfish, and she to a point where she wants to like rub it in this girl that she went to high school with. She wants to rub it in her face that she's like a business owner, because the whole reason that like she got this idea was because she was cleaning this woman's house. It was like a big ass house, and she went to go like collect like the money, and the woman ended up recognizing her. She's like, oh, like I remember you from high school, you know, like head cheerleader, dating the quarterback. Like it's like, oh, like what are you doing now? And obviously like she's
cleaning houses.
Yeah, she's cleaning houses. And then so now that she has this business up and running, she has her sister go and start cleaning up a new crime scene or whatever. And she's like, oh, I'll meet you there later. Like I need to go to this baby shower, because the woman invited her to a baby shower. He's like, why do you need to go? She's like, I need to go. And the only reason she wanted to go was to be like, oh, yeah, you know, I have my own business. To kind of gloat.
To show off a little bit.
And then, like, while she's there, her sister, who's kind of like the fuck up of the family, she goes into the room, and it, like, stinks, obviously, because there's a dead body in there. And she, like, opens up a window and lights a candle. And the fucking candle falls over. House goes up in flames. So, and then, like, she didn't have the insurance. So like it's just I did enjoy the movie. The Amy Adams, I feel, is a really good actress. Emily Blunt's a really good actress, even though her American accent wasn't believable at like certain moments of the movie. But Alan Arkin too, he's really good. He's like the dad who's like the hustler, and he's like trying to do all these little schemes to make extra money. And it was I enjoyed the movie. I had never heard of it, and like Anna put it on, and I was like, oh, dude, this movie was pretty cool. But yeah, that's what we watched.
Damn. So they thought a house burning down, they thought they had it bad? I had to jump for 5 seconds.
The fuck up.
Try living in my shoes.
Damn.
All right. So I saw a movie that you saw a while back. I finally watched it. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, fuck yes.
Dude.
So, hold on. Before you get into it, I had been wanting to watch this movie just because I heard of how like ridiculous it is.
Yeah, and I thought it was weird, like, because it is an A24 film, and it has like some actors that I don't really like.
Yeah.
So I was like, but it kind of caught my interest. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? Because you can't tell from the trailer. You don't know if it's a comedy. You don't know if it's serious. I couldn't tell.
So, yeah, I had been wanting to watch it for the longest time. I just never got around to it. And then I finally watched it, and I was like, oh, my God. What did you think of it?
I liked it. That ending, dude. God damn. I remember you told me about it, and you're like, you said that I should watch it at least just because you want me to really watch, like, you want me to watch the ending.
Yeah.
And so the whole time, like, who the fuck is the killer? Like, I'm trying to, because it, for those who have never seen it, it's kind of like a whodunit.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of, like, spoiled rich kids are in a mansion in the middle of nowhere. One of them dies, and then they're trying to figure out who the killer is, and slowly, one by one, people are dying. Yeah, I did not see that coming, dude.
Me neither.
I did not see like at the end you finally like you figure out what happened, who's behind it all, and in my head I'm like, who the fuck did this? Cause like they're dropping like little clues. They're like,
It makes you suspect everybody.
yeah, cause like in my head I'm like, okay, like it's probably this person. Nope. Maybe this one. Nope. Like,
Yeah.
oh man. You want to spoil it? It's been out for a while.
Yeah, fuck it. All right. So
I don't even know.
so
What's the actor's name?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Who?
So
I fucking hate Pete Davidson, but I liked him in this movie.
Yeah.
Because he's such a piece of shit.
he played himself.
Yeah,
he played himself.
It's like some spoiled, like, I don't know, like.
Yeah, for those, hopefully everybody has seen it, or like whoever's listening has seen it. I really enjoyed this movie. I did. It's basically like a storm is coming and a group of friends is like hanging out at this house, and they all kind of have to stay there because of the storm. Like it's getting pretty bad. Power goes out, but they decide to play this game of like a whodunit type, like a murder mystery type game, where somebody plays dead and they have to, when the lights are out, and they have to figure out who killed this person. And then Pete Davidson ends up being like found dead, like with a fucking slash in his neck, like from a machete. And so they all start suspecting each other, and then like they suspect like one of the girl brought this like guy that nobody has ever met before. And dude, that what was funny about that is like everybody thought he was like an army vet. It's like, you called him a vet, and he's like, yeah, a veterinarian. Like he's a veterinarian.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh yeah, he's definitely the killer because he's, he was in the army, he was a vet, and he has this knife with him, and it turns out, yeah, he's just a veterinarian.
He's like, yeah, but you called him G.I. Joe. He's like, have you seen his body? But yeah, like, and they end up like killing him on accident because they think like because they were like interrogating him, and then like he feels like he's in danger, so he kind of starts to fight back, and then they like
he's like napping, and they wake him up, and they're like all surrounding him, and they all have like knives and shit. Yeah. So of course he's gonna like panic and like freak out and like try to like get a weapon too.
Yeah.
So like, it just it does a good job of like kind of like misleading you, like who could it be and all that, and you do suspect everyone. You're like, it could be anyone, because they do a good job of setting up like all these little feuds before the first kill. So like you kind of like, okay, these two people hate each other. This person likes this person. This person's new to the group. Nobody knows anything about this mysterious person. So it's kind of like a funny version of like Clue.
Yeah.
But with like drugs and sex.
Yeah.
And
well, Clue's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Like an updated version.
Yeah, like I guess for like the younger crowd.
It's like Knives Out.
But with a lot more sex and drugs.
I don't know. You've never seen Knives Out.
There's no sex or drugs.
No, but yeah, it makes you suspect everybody, and then like they kind of start dying off because they're like getting in each other's faces, and then like somebody falls over the stairs or something. Somebody falls down the stairs, and then like somebody like
somebody ends up getting a gun too.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, she's a killer. She has a gun. And there's this one girl who like everyone's so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone is so fucking annoying in this movie, but it kind of adds to the fun because you don't give a fuck who dies.
I think that was done intentionally to kind of have like a. I see this movie as a satire because
it's poking fun on the genre.
It's poking fun at the genre and at the culture that they're representing, because, dude, they have an argument on who's like richer. Or like who's more broke, like, but they're all rich.
Yeah. And then they even like have like the whole woke thing.
Yeah.
Like the way they talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like that you guys are like putting some light on that. But it's like kind of all like kind of believable too. Like,
yeah.
Cause I'm like, I've seen people that talk like that. And act like
100%.
But yeah, like there's even that funny moment where like one of the girls ends up getting a gun and she shoots one in the leg.
Yeah. And
then they start like fighting over the gun, and she just keeps yelling, "Ow, my leg! It really hurts!" like over and over again. Oh, dude, the movie's pretty funny, dude. But that ending, dude, the ending is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But it was also like one of the most surprising things I've ever seen. in the beginning of the film, the dude that nobody really knows, some girl bought him. They've only known each other for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the outsider, the stranger. So Pete Davidson's character is kind of like jealous of him a little bit.
Yeah.
Like he kind of just doesn't, just dislikes him. This dude comes out, he grabs like a champagne bottle and a machete from the house and opens the machete by like flicking the...
Opens the champagne bottle with the machete.
Oh, opens the machete. Opens the champagne bottle with the machete, flicks it open. It's like a cool little party trick.
Yeah.
And all the girls are impressed and they're like, oh my God, how did you do that? And Pete Davidson's character's like, it's not that cool. Like anybody could do that.
Yeah.
Like he's just talking shit. Like super jealous. So at the end of the movie,
they end up finding his phone.
they find his phone. There's only at this point everyone's dead except for 2 people.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like they're kind of fighting with each other too, and they end up like trying to one of the girls is trying to get the other girl's phones to find out if she was cheating on her or whatever. At this point they're still kind of suspecting each other.
Yeah.
And they finally get a phone and they're like, "Oh, this isn't my phone." And they realize, "Oh, it's Pete Davidson's character's phone." So they go to his body, they do the face recognition.
Yeah.
And they find like the last video he had recorded himself with. And it's this idiot trying to open a champagne bottle with the machete. He ends up fucking whacking himself in the neck with a machete, dude. But the way it's revealed and the delivery and the song playing, it's fucking funny, dude. Because the whole time you're like, oh my God, this fucking idiot. All this over that.
Yeah.
This dude killed himself and everyone's like blaming everyone, freaking out. Great fucking reveal, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the ending.
Yeah, dude, this movie surprised me. It fucking surprised me.
Yeah, I didn't even look into like who made it, who wrote it, who directed it, but yeah, I thought it was a funny like movie, dude. I recommend it.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, yeah, I feel like it kind of flew under the radar too. Like I feel like not a lot of people watched it, but I think it and it's a quick movie too. It's not super long.
Yeah, it's not long at all.
Like you can knock it out like in an hour and a half. But I do recommend it. Maybe like during October because it is kind of like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like a funny horror movie, but man, that ending, dude.
Yeah. So another movie that we watched, that Anna and I watched, because she was here over the weekend and like all we did was watch movies, dude. But another one we watched was a movie called Master, starring Regina Hall, the girl from Scary Movie, Brenda, the black girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this was like her foray into actual horror. She plays like
Master. I never heard of it.
she plays this professor at an Ivy League school who gets promoted to the title of master, where she has like tenure and like she's kind of there for the students. You know, she lives on campus type of thing. This movie was definitely like social commentary on people of color in Ivy League schools. I didn't really like this movie, dude. No, I understand what they were going for. It just felt like they missed the mark. They were trying to do what Jordan Peele did with Get Out. That's exactly what they were trying to do. And it just, to me, it like completely missed the mark.
Was it made around the same time as that?
No, this movie came out in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Amazon movie. But, I mean, Regina Hall, I think Regina Hall, she's an amazing actress, dude. She is really good.
I don't think I've ever seen her in anything serious.
Like, she's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know, just the way everything plays out in the movie just kind of felt too forced. And it didn't really make sense to me. And it just left a lot of things, like, unanswered for me. And I was just like, wait. And then it just ends.
A lot of loose ends.
Yeah. And, like, it doesn't really explain if, like, what's going on is intentional or if it's, like, some sort of, like, sinister paranormal thing going on, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but me and Anna, both of us were like, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm confused. So, I think they were just trying to, in my opinion, they were trying too hard on focusing on the message they were trying to convey rather than the story, like trying to tell a story. And I was just like, But Regina Hall, amazing actress, dude. Like
So,
she's really good in this.
wasn't even scary.
Nah, not at all. No. But like I remember when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, this looks interesting. Like I had been wanting to watch it since it came out. I just never got around to it. So I finally watched it and it was disappointing.
Don't recommend it.
Nah, because I don't even think like the casual like horror fan would like this.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Like I feel like it flew under the radar so much that like this movie could definitely be one of the ones where people complain about like, oh, it's too woke. You know? So I don't know. I was like whatever about it.
I'll check it out.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Did you watch anything else?
I'm trying to think.
Because I have one more before we get into Incendies.
No, I did watch a documentary, but I don't really like talking about documentaries because I feel like they're just way too long and convoluted. I think I did talk about. Did I talk about Dear Zachary on the last one?
I don't think so.
If I
Which
did,
one was that one?
It was just really quick. It's just a documentary on this dude who gets married. Oh no, he gets a girlfriend, a crazy girlfriend, ends up killing him. One of his friends wants to make a documentary on it because he ended up getting that girl pregnant. And so now she's giving birth to his son after, he's already dead and gone. So he's making this documentary for
the son.
For the son, Zach. So that's why it's called Dear Zachary. This movie almost brought me to tears, dude.
Damn.
Close. Well, it's fucking sad, dude.
Yeah?
It is it's definitely, I mean, it's such a good, because it's always highly recommended. But everyone was gonna tell you, like, be prepared to cry. Like, you're gonna fucking cry. And it is fucking super depressing. It's always on, like, oh, you want to see a disturbing documentary? Watch it.
Yeah.
There is like something that happens towards the end, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Really, but it's just the way it's told. Everything. It's such a good documentary, dude. It's pretty quick too. Like, it's not one of those like 3 episodes, 2 hours each. Like, no. Like, it's just a quick documentary. But it's just a documentary that, like, it's gonna make you fucking cry. It's gonna make you happy, but it's also gonna like piss you off because of the whole like, the whole system, dude. It's just like,
yeah.
I don't want to go into spoilers, but something happens with like court and stuff, and it pisses you off.
Yeah.
But it's a good documentary. It is on Prime, I believe, Prime or Hulu, one of those. But highly recommend it to everyone.
Yeah.
It's a really good documentary. But I think other than that, I don't think I watched anything else.
So there's a couple things I want to mention before we get into Incendies. I finally listened to Candy's latest album.
Oh, I saw you posted. I was going to ask you about it.
I love it, dude.
It's so good, huh?
It is so good.
Dude.
I love the DJ scratches in some of the songs.
Dude, like when I was listening to it, I'm like, dude, I wished it would make the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
Dude, that'd be tight.
It's like metal and techno. Like,
yeah.
Dude, it would be sick.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I listened to it a lot. I've been listening to it a lot the past couple of days while at work. But yeah, I love it, dude. Like the it's fucking heavy, and yeah, it has like those techno parts where you actually dance to it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, like that song I posted with Justice from Trapped Under Ice, dude, that song is so fucking tight.
Like You Will Never Catch Me or something.
Yeah, dude. The album is so fucking good. Like, I don't know why it took so long to check it out, because I love that band. So I don't know why it took so long to check it out, but I ended up really loving that new record.
It's cool to see them progress from like how they started to like being like a
almost power violence type.
Yeah.
No, it's really fucking good. Like, I would love to see them perform those songs live.
Did you check out the new High Vis song?
I did. I watched the music video.
Oh, I didn't know there was a music video.
I watched the music video. It's interesting. It's interesting.
It's different, huh?
It's different. It's definitely different. More, more poppy than I was expecting.
Yeah, I wonder if the whole album's gonna be like that, or if it's just gonna be like this one single.
Yeah, I don't know. I did like it. I did like it.
I liked it too.
But yeah, it is definitely different. I love that's another band I really love right now, High Vis. But I wanted to mention that, and then I finally finished the book I've been mentioning, How to Be Perfect. It's like a study on morality and ethical behavior type of shit. I finally finished that shit.
Dude, there's a book on your desk called Here Comes Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that, dude.
Yeah. CUMS.
Yes.
Comes.
No, how was the book?
It's good, dude. I mean, I feel like after I finished it, I just felt like I didn't really. I don't want to say I didn't even learn much, because there was a lot of stuff that I'm like, yeah,
You're
that's
perfect already, dude.
No, I mean, it was a lot of stuff that I just feel like it's kind of common sense. It's
Yeah.
basically a guide on how to be a good person.
So it's like the Bible.
And I was like, okay, yeah, like, I mean, it's just basically live your life to be a good person, and nobody is 100% perfect, you know, because it delves into a lot of scenarios, as far as like, okay, you know, people always like fight with the whole like, oh, I want to be a good person, I want to be good, I want to help the planet, you know, like I'm gonna go green, I'm gonna get an electric vehicle because, you know, like fossil fuels and like emissions and all that shit destroy the fucking ozone layer.
Mm-hmm.
But then you really look into it, and like the batteries and like the power required for these electric vehicles, like that all comes from these plants, and like are made at these fucking plants that use all the fossil fuels still to make them, you know. So like, are you really making that much like of a better impact, you know? It's like, but then if you start thinking of stuff like that, then you got to start thinking of like, okay, well, what about the fabrics I'm using? Where did that come from? You know, like, am I a terrible person because I'm buying this certain fabric that's made in like a fucking sweatshop, and like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like you kind of like you can't really do that to yourself because you're gonna go fucking insane. You know, it's just more along the lines of like, just don't be an asshole in your life, basically. Just stuff like that.
If I would have read that book, I probably would have had a working drone right now.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the book, because the author is Michael Schur, who like started like got his big break as a writer for The Office, and then him and Greg Daniels, which was the co-creator of the American Office, they went on to create Parks and Recreation, and then Michael Schur went off to create The Good Place, which is what inspired him to write this book, because The Good Place, I feel, is such a great show. It's definitely a show people should check out that are kind of wrestling with their faith and their like what kind of like am I an ethical person? Like, because it tackles that subject matter really well and in a very funny way.
What was it called?
The Good Place.
The Good Place.
Yeah, is essentially like this woman wakes up and she's in heaven, what they call the good place, and then she's like doing the orientation or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, this is where you're gonna live, you know, like this is how things work around here, and then she realizes that they have the wrong person. Her name is Eleanor Shellstrop, and like she realized they're thinking of a different Eleanor Shellstrop. But should I say something? And the whole like this show's been over already. Like I think it's like 3 or 4 seasons. The ending of the first season ends with the reveal that she's not in the good place. She's in hell, because she's like everybody's kind of contemplating like oh, we got to reveal, like I'm not supposed to be here. Like I got to be honest. And then she figures out like, no, wait, like this isn't heaven. Like I'm in hell, and the twist is fucking crazy. It's a good show, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said, like that show is what inspired him to write this book, and like that's why I wanted to read the book, because I loved the show so much. But yeah, it's just like a discussion on ethics and moral like integrity type of shit. So the Bible.
No, I like those kind of books just because I'm always interested in hearing like people's perspectives and like opinions on certain things like that. Because I don't know, sometimes like I feel like I have it all figured out, dude. and like.
Nah, nobody does.
Yeah,
Man.
no, yeah, but like, I like the part of not being a shithead.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I hear other people's opinions and like, the way they're living their life a certain way, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Like, I want to try that, or I wanna try to put myself in those shoes. You know? So, but I've also read like a lot of dumb ones that's just super like common sense. Like one book that everyone would always hype up was the Secret.
Oh yeah, I've never read that.
And they made it. I think they even made it into a movie. But I remember reading that. I'm thinking like, this is dumb, dude. Like no shit. Like who needs this? But I'm like, but then again, I'm like, not everyone is in my shoes. Like I'm sure that it probably helped a lot of people out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Now I'm just like, what am I gonna read next? Maybe one of those. We'll see.
Read Here Comes Everybody.
Here comes everybody.
Why are the pages stuck together, dude? Why can't I open this?
Because there's cum in it.
Everybody just came in it.
No, I got that book at Savers. So Anna and me had went to Savers just because it was funny because I was before like she came over for the weekend. I was kind of thinking like, I haven't been like thrifting in a while. I used to like going to thrift stores a lot.
Yeah.
And then we were watching movies, and then she just like looked over at me. She's like, "Hey, like, do you mind if we go to the thrift store?" And I was like, "Which one?" She's like, "I don't know." She's like, "I just want to browse around." And I was like, "Damn!" And I told her, I was like, "That's fucking crazy. I've been thinking about that, like going thrifting." And she's like, "Oh, well, let's go." So we went to like Goodwill, and we went to this like little ass thrift store off of Whole by Best Buy, and then we went to Savers, and that's where I got the Here Comes Everybody, and then Bo Burnham's book, Egghead. The
Oh, you found it at Savers?
Yeah, it was only
Damn, somebody got rid of
$2.
it? Assholes.
I know, dude. It was only $2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a good. Did you read it?
I was like skimming through it, like the poems and shit.
It's good, dude.
It's good. Yeah.
I like the illustrations in it too.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Shel Silverstein.
Yeah, it has that kind
like
of
falling
art to
up, where the sidewalk ends type shit.
Yeah, it's cool because like a lot of his poetry, it has funny ones, it has sad ones.
Yeah.
It has like very like meta ones too.
Yeah.
Like they're just like what? But yeah.
A lot of literal shit too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading a couple of them. I really enjoyed it. So, the last movie I watched before we get into the Incendies discussion is a movie I've been seeing a lot of hype on online, and I was like, I'm gonna check it out. Lisa Frankenstein.
What?
Lisa Frankenstein.
You
haven't heard of it?
No.
Starring Cole Sprouse.
No idea who that is.
You don't know who Cole Sprouse is?
No.
You know who Cole Sprouse is, right? How do you not know who Cole and his brother Dylan Sprouse, Cole and Dylan Sprouse, the twins, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
The two little white boys?
Yeah. Well, they're men now. They're adults. And Big Daddy.
So it's not a spinoff of Sweet Life.
No, it is.
Okay, I'm down
I'm
to
serious.
watch it then. Really?
No.
I got all excited. Like if I even watched that show.
Yeah. So, because we were trying to decide what to watch, and I was like, hey, let's watch this. I've heard pretty decent things about it. I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. It reminded me of Heathers, like of a mixture of Heathers and like I would say maybe Warm Bodies. Have you seen Warm Bodies?
No.
That's another good one. Like, do you know what it's about?
No. Warm Bodies.
Well, Nicholas Hoult plays a zombie, and is like narrated by him.
Does he ever not play like
weird?
Someone, yeah, like a normal.
I was gonna say X-Men, but Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays a zombie who falls in love with a human, and like it's like their love story.
So it's kind of like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, basically. No, so yeah, it reminded me of like Warm Bodies and Heathers, because this girl, she's kind of dorky, basically raises a dead body from the grave, and it's Cole Sprouse's. I think it's Cole. I don't know if it's Cole or Dylan. One of the Sprouse brothers. Yeah, I raises him from the dead, and he's like basically does whatever she wants, and they end up like start killing people. And I mean, it's super like young adult style, you know.
Is it an old movie or no?
No, this came out either this year or last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I really liked it. Like I really enjoyed it. It takes place in the 80s, so like the music is fucking awesome, and like I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was charming. Yeah, I would say check it out. Like,
yeah,
it's a cute movie, dude.
What'd you watch it on?
I believe Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe because I believe it's on Amazon.
Movie, dude.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Huh.
I thought it was pretty good.
Tight. So what is it, like a comedy?
It's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
comedy. Yeah, it's definitely a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, cause like, so okay, this girl, she I think her mother commits suicide. I think when she was a kid. I think that's what happens.
Oh shit.
Her
Her
mo-
drum probably broke.
Her, her mother dies when she's young, and her father remarries, and the woman she remarries has a daughter already, so she basically has like the stepsister, and you know the typical trope of like the stepsister is a fucking bitch, and like, but they don't do that. Like she's constantly like sticking up for her, and like even at school she's always like referring to her as her sister, you know, like, and she does poke fun at her every now and then because she's like the weird girl.
Yeah.
But she's always sticking up for her. Like they don't do that typical like oh I fucking hate you, like you're not my real sister type of thing. But the mom though is definitely like like I don't trust you type of thing.
Okay.
But I did enjoy the movie a lot. I would definitely say check it out. A date movie. It's a good date movie.
Dang.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke, but
Damn.
I was gonna say what does fruit have to do with this?
Get
Wait.
out.
Yeah. Okay. Dates. Get it?
Date.
Yeah. Dates. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna use the soundboard
No,
for that one.
okay,
That was
cool.
fucking stupid.
That sounded real though. Anyways, dude. I thought you really had a drum set in here. Damn.
What's the Pornhub one?
Dome.
What's the Pornhub one? How does it go?
I don't do. I don't watch that shit.
You don't?
No.
Fucking loser.
This guy gets real pussy. Gross.
So, you had been bugging me to watch Incendies for a while.
I might have told you once.
Now you've been telling me for a while. Okay, bugging is a stretch. You would occasionally bring it up, like, "Oh, you haven't seen it yet, huh? You haven't seen it," and I'm just like, "No, I haven't." And even though I love that director, Denis Villeneuve, and so you're like, "Oh, you should watch it because I really want to talk about it." I was like, "Fine."
Dick.
So I was gonna watch it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait to watch it until the day before we record because I want it to be fresh in my
Fresh
head.
in your head.
And so I watched it last night. Dude. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What in the old boy did you have me watch?
Dude, this movie would always come up on like disturbing, like oh my god, this movie it's never gonna leave your head, and I'm like, what could it be? Dude? I've seen the worst of the worst. Like, it still kind of shocked me, dude.
It's shocking. It is shocking.
And it does it like, it's gonna sound weird to say, but it does it like almost like in a tasteful way,
Yeah.
where it's not like in your face. I mean, we're gonna have to go into spoilers. This movie's been out forever. So,
Yeah, it came out 2010.
which
so
is like 10
14 years
weeks
ago.
ago.
But yeah, I will say this movie looks great.
It does.
I loved the shots in this movie. There's a lot of great shots in this movie.
This was his first movie that he directed, and it put him on the map.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Like this movie, I feel like it just like from the beginning, dude. He's never made a fucking bad movie, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. I'm so jealous, dude. Yeah, he's never made a bad movie, and this is like,
Out the gate, dude.
yeah,
Out the gate.
Good movie. It is like, it has its shocking moments, especially like the ending. There's a bus scene that's really fucking tragic.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
it's so sad.
And they show it.
Yeah, and they show it.
And they fucking show it. I was shocked at that.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, so, I mean, where do we even start?
So this movie, Incendies,
Well, I feel like we have to describe the opening scene.
it's the kids, right? Where it shows them shaving the kids' heads.
Well, you get footage of, like, these little kids, like, where does it take place in?
So
It's
it's a French-Canadian film. but it takes place in the fictional city of Darish. But it's supposed. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's supposed to be like Lebanon, I think, or where. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly.
Somewhere like in the Middle East around there. You get like footage of like these little kids that are obviously gonna be trained to be soldiers.
Yeah.
They're getting their heads shaved. They look like they just have like these blank expressions, like they just don't have any idea what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
And you get like a little montage of that, and then he just goes straight into a scene in present time where this older woman is swimming. She's swimming around a pool, and she sees something that catches her eye.
That doesn't happen at the beginning, does it?
Yeah.
Isn't it the kids and then her running with her lover, and then the brothers catch them?
No, that's after.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's the kids, and then it shows the woman swimming, and she goes up to her mom because her mom's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It doesn't show why she's sitting there yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, this lady is just kind of being like unresponsive. She's just sitting there like with this like blank expression. Just looks like she just saw fucking Satan.
Yeah.
Just daughter's trying to like, hey, like, what, mom, what's up? Like, are you okay? Not responding. So, at the end of the movie, you kind of realize, oh fuck, okay, what happened? Why she's like that? Like, what caused it? All right, you take it from here.
All right, I want to go back to that opening scene because it shows the kids getting their head shaved, and they focus on the heel of one of the kids because he has a tattoo of 3 dots on his heel.
Tres puntos like Spider.
Exactly. So they focus on that. Like there's a kind of a shot of just focusing on that for like a few seconds. That becomes important.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes very important. And before I get more into the plot of the movie, I love how it transitions between time periods without giving a timestamp.
Yeah, that confused me at first.
Yes. At first, yes.
Yeah.
But once you got used to it, that's what, like, if you're going to watch the movie, pay attention.
You have
to pay attention. Because if not, you will be lost. Because there is no timestamps.
This movie is not going to wait for you.
Yeah.
It's not going to feed you any information.
Yeah.
There's no...
It's all visual exposition. There's no verbal exposition.
Mm-hmm. So you go back and forth between present time and the past. Like from like one scene to another. But
and there's no indication.
Yeah. You just got to focus on who the actors are.
Yeah.
And that's how you know. And that threw me off at first. I'm like, wait. It got me a little confused. And then once I was like, okay, I know exactly what's going on. After that, it became easy. I knew what time we were watching.
Because, like, at the beginning, when it shows her, like, in the pool, and she goes up to her mom, because her mom's just sitting there. Mm-hmm. And she's like, Mom, are you okay? Like, what's going on, Mom? And she's, like, unresponsive. And they're showing, like, the mom's face. I remember thinking at that moment, I was like, it looks very obvious that this actress is wearing makeup, like, old woman makeup.
Yeah.
I was like, why is that? Why didn't they just get an old woman, you know?
Yeah.
But then once you watch the movie, it makes sense why. Because it goes back in time to when she was young, like.
Yeah.
So I mean, they wanted to keep that's what I loved about the movie. They kept the same actors.
Yeah.
Like, and you could tell when they were young and then when they're older, you know. So it does that. Like, yeah, you pay attention because the actors is the indication of the time period that it takes place in.
And like once again, like dude, that's what I love about this director, man. Like he won't babysit you.
No.
None of his movies will babysit you. And this goes through like from like The Arrival to Blade Runner, just all his movies. Like they're just like pay attention. If you miss something, you're gonna miss it. Oh well,
yeah.
Like, we're not gonna wait around for you. And I love that he's just like that's just some real director shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, this is my movie. I'm gonna make it this way. If you're paying attention, you're gonna get rewarded. If you're not, that's too bad for you.
Yeah. So yeah, like she ended up taking her mom to the hospital, and the son ends up which is the woman that was swimming. It's her twin brother. Ends up meeting him at the hospital, and like she ends up passing away.
Yeah.
Like she falls into a coma. She ends up passing away, and they go to meet with the mother's employer, who ended up being like the notary public.
Yeah.
Which is like gonna read her last will and testament.
Yeah.
And in her will, her like wishes were instructions that they need to. The daughter has to find their father, who they had believed to have been dead.
Yeah.
And so this is like the reveal, like, no, he's alive, and she needs to find him. And at the same time, she's instructing the son to find their brother.
Long lost brother.
That had no idea existed.
Yeah.
It's like, need you guys to find these people, give them these letters. Once they each have their letter, then you could give me a proper burial. But until then, you can't. So, and like she's instructed like the notary to be like, make sure they follow through, with this. Like, and the son, was named Simon. He's just like, no, like what, like she's fucking crazy. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. The movie's in French, by the way. So like, and then there's other languages that they speak in the movie. So there's subtitles, but I mean, get over it, subtitles.
Yeah.
And he's saying like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, we're just gonna bury her. Like, he's like, no, like this is the notary's saying like, this is what your mother wanted, and the daughter, she's kind of against it too. But she can't stop thinking about it, and she ends up being like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this. So she goes like to look for her long lost father, who she believed to be dead. Goes to the mother's like was it her like native land to look for him.
And all she has to go on is a picture of her.
No, she hadn't found the picture yet.
Oh, she hasn't got it.
She hadn't gotten it yet before she leaves. Like, I think that's wait, she goes home. She goes home to her mother's house, and she starts rummaging through everything because she's trying to find clues, and that's when she finds the picture of her mother. And it's like a grainy like photo, and her mother kind of looks distressed in it, like, and she's just like, this is all she has to go on. So she goes, and then at the same time it's jumping back, and it shows like her mother when she was young, and she, I believe, 21 at the time.
Yeah.
And she's like running across this like mountainside, like a kind of like it's like kind of hillish, but like a valley type of thing. And she goes to meet up with this man who ends up like, it was like her lover.
Yeah.
And it doesn't explain to you what's going on, but you kind of get from what's happening, like they're running away.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they have backpacks, and like they're trying to stay hidden, and they're going through, and they run into her brothers, and they're like kind of having like a shouting match, and one of her brothers shoots the guy in the head, and then they're about to kill her, and as they put the gun to her head, and they're saying like, oh, you're a disgrace to our family, like you lost our family's honor or whatever. And ends up being stopped by the grandma, and it's revealed that like she's pregnant, and the grandmother is like berating her and like calling her like stupid,
because they're from two different religions.
Yeah, like so they were they had converted to Christianity, like her family, and I forgot what the term was that they used to call it, like something Christian, but and then the guy that she fell in love with and got pregnant from, I believe he was like a refugee who was Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that's why they were saying like, no, it's a disgrace,
So you disgrace the family.
Yeah.
This fucking child is an abomination.
Yeah. So the grandmother basically tells her, you're gonna have the baby, you're gonna give it up, and you're out of here. You got to get out of here. So when the baby's born, it shows the grandmother tattooed 3 dots on the baby. And when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't connect it at first. I didn't think like, oh, that's the same kid.
You don't think about it until...
In my head, I was just like, is that supposed to be like a mark of like a bastard or like an orphan?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the mark for orphans or something. That's what I thought. So it shows her mark the baby, and then like a woman walks the baby down to like an orphanage or whatever, and then the mother she works at a university.
I believe so.
Yeah. And then And then it comes back to present day, and it shows like the daughter. Is this when she finds the family, like her family, her mother's family originally?
I believe so, and they get like kind of like they kick her out as soon as
Yeah,
they find
because she's
out.
like, oh, like she's like, the mother's name is Narwhal. It's like Narwhal, this is Narwhal's daughter. Like she's not part of this family. She's a disgrace. They hate her.
Yeah.
Even though she's like, oh, she's dead. But like, they basically kick her out, and I don't want to like talk.
It's a very like dense movie.
It is a very dense movie.
Even though like I do feel like when you're watching it unfold, it doesn't feel that way. Like it feels like everything flows very smooth and like quick. But talking about it, yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that goes on. But pretty much he just goes from point A to point B to point C to point D, trying to get clues to ultimately get close to finding her long lost father.
Yeah, and at the same time as it's going back in time to show her mother's journey, like she ends up going back to her because she ends up living with her uncle.
Yeah.
And then like there's like this war going
It's a
on.
civil war against like Christians and Muslims.
Yeah, and so her uncle tells her like, oh, you just go back home, go back to your village, it's safer over there.
Yeah.
And so she does. But she comes home to realize that like a lot of this shit's been wiped out.
Yeah.
And then it's like her goal is to go to the orphanage where her baby was taken. And at this point it's been years. Like it's been years already. And she goes to the orphanage, but she finds out that it's an all-girls orphanage now. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, oh, what happened to the boys? Like, oh, they took them to a different orphanage, but it's already been bombed. Like, it's in rubble. Yeah. But she still wants to go because they do say, like, oh, some of the boys were taken,
So, yeah, at this point, like, she doesn't know if her son is dead, if he's been kidnapped, like, what's going on. So she's just on this, like determined, like, I'm going to find my son, even if he's dead, like, I'm going to find out what happened to him.
Yeah. And, like, so on this whole journey, like, she eventually becomes, like a spy type of thing.
She gets forced to join the, I believe it's Christians, right? Or Muslims?
Well, no, because she gets basically forced to be an assassin. And the person that she's assigned to assassinate is like a Christian leader.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because it takes place during a civil war. In order to survive, she has to choose a side. Yeah. And she ends up joining the Muslims.
Yeah.
And they pretty much have her go undercover to assassinate this like politician or something. And she ends up like going undercover as a tutor for
their son.
And eventually, once she gets her trust and she's able to get like she's in the clear, she shoots him, assassinating him.
But she doesn't run.
She doesn't run. She knows that she's
they imprison her.
No way out. Yeah,
they imprison her. But I completely like skipped the whole bus.
I was hoping you would, dude. It's a sad thing.
So on her journey to like looking for her son, or no, it's on her journey back home, right? Is it?
No, she's still looking for her son.
She's looking for her son. She's on this bus, and it gets basically gets shot up, and there's only like 3 survivors. It's her, another woman, and her child, and
this little girl.
Yeah, and what they're doing, it's like Christian radicals, I believe, and they're like killing whoever's Muslim, and so they're about to like burn the bus and to kill the 3 of them. And she's like, oh, no, I'm Christian. And she shows them like her necklace, which is a cross. And so they bring her out. And she goes, no. And like to save the little girl's life, it's like, oh, that's my daughter. So she takes the little girl and you're thinking like, okay, she just saved this little girl's life. But she can't do anything about the woman.
Yeah.
So they're like,
this little girl's mom is about to be burned alive.
Yeah, they're about to burn her alive. They're putting gasoline or whatever all over the bus. And the little girl is just yelling like, Mom, Mom, Mom. And they end up getting, the soldiers separate her from the little girl, and the little girl starts running back to her mom. And then the wide shot, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking shoot this little girl in the back of the head.
And then So, like, while this mom is being burned alive on a bus, while this girl's, like, trying to go back there and she gets shot. So, like, all this horrible shit is just going on in that shot. And, yeah, and you see the the main character, the mom, just like hopeless. She can't find her son. You know, she has nowhere to go. She they just shot up this bus. She almost died. Like, you know, they're burning this woman alive, and they shoot this little girl in front of her. So she probably feels how I felt when my drone fell in the water.
Oh my god.
But it's a sad scene, dude.
Hey, dude, that shit made me gasp.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, I didn't think they was gonna show it.
Speaking of gasp, you're foreshadowing, dude.
Damn.
Towards the end.
Yeah, I am. Okay, when we get there. When we get there. Yeah, so jumping back to her being assassinating they're Christian leaders. That's what they refer to them as. And she gets imprisoned, and it's like a lot of women in this prison.
Yeah.
And so these soldiers, they're torturing them, and it shows her in her cell, and she's hearing these women being tortured, and they're getting raped as well. And so to, I guess, overcome the screams, she starts singing, and then she starts becoming referred to as the woman who sings in this prison. Mm-hmm. And then it's her turn, and she luckily it doesn't show it. It just shows the man behind her, and she's sitting in the chair, and then the next thing you know, he's about to walk out the door, and then it shows her on the ground crying, and she's pulling her pants up, and then he says sing now or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it's implied that that's all that's happening there is to these women. They're just getting
beat up and raped.
Yeah, basically. And then she ends up becoming pregnant.
Yeah, and you get that really fucked up scene too, where she's punching herself in the stomach,
Yeah.
she's trying to have a miscarriage, I guess,
Yeah.
or something. But oh yeah, it's really fucked up because she's locked up for 13 years, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, and yet in a little cell that's maybe 5x3, super small. A little cell, just every day, probably just put through torture and sexual torture too.
Yeah.
All kinds of abuse, but she's always singing to, I don't know, in her head maybe that's helping her. So yeah, she does get that nickname, the woman who sings, by the guards and all that.
And she ends up having the pregnancy goes full term while she's in prison, and it's the reveal it's the twins.
Yeah.
And so you're oh shit, so that's their dad. That was revealed that guard was their dad. Is their dad?
He was the head honcho of that prison.
Yeah, he was their torture specialist.
Yeah.
And so then when she has the kids, one of the nurses and one of the guards are instructed to drown them. Mm-hmm. And so when they get to the water, the nurse is no, you know what? You've done your job. You've drowned them. Just let me take them. I'll get them out of here. And so that happens. She saves the kids' lives, and then she ends up getting reunited with them. It doesn't show that when she gets reunited with them.
No.
But
they when she does get released from prison, the Muslims are okay, you did your part, so we're gonna do our part. And they do end up escorting her to Canada so she can kind of be reunited.
Yeah.
And because she was this big revolutionist because she killed that politician.
Yeah.
So so this is them oh, we owe you this because you did us this favor, so we're gonna reunite you with your kids and stuff. So I don't know if it says how many years passed by between her giving birth and
getting reunited
in prison. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember that part, but so then at that point, the daughter, she's okay, I found who our father is. Mm-hmm. And so she calls her brother, because her brother has no idea she went on this journey.
Yeah.
As far as he knew, the matter was settled. They're going to bury her, whatever. And so she calls him and tells him, our mother is she held this information from us. She was a revolutionary. She was fucking raped. She was beaten. She was in prison. You need to come over here, and we need to find our brother. She was
a big deal, yeah.
Yeah, we need to find our brother. She's under the impression she had the baby. Our brother was born in prison.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that it was her and her brother that are the babies from the prison. Mm. So She's like, and so the brother, he's still like, he goes to the notary and he's like, hey, we got to go. But what we're doing is we're going to find my sister and come home.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. That's still his goal. But the notary is just, in his mind is like, no, that's not what we're doing. You know, we're going to find like, he knew, right? The whole time.
I think so.
Because I think he's the one that wrote.
Yeah, because there's a scene where he can't hear any dialogue, but he's sitting next to the mom
In the
while
hospital?
she's in the hospital bed,
Yeah.
and she's like whispering stuff in his ear. So I think he already knows.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, they go, and now the mission is to find the brother, and they go through all these things, and they end up tracking him down, and I don't want to go beat by beat by like everything that happens like to track him down, but it's pretty crazy how like they do track him down, and like the scenarios.
It's really tense too.
It's
'cause,
super
you're,
tense, dude.
Like you feel like almost like they're in danger.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of digging into stuff they shouldn't be digging into. Like they're talking to like these old guys that were like big military leaders at one point. So they have like bodyguards with them, even though they're like fucking look like they're 80, 90.
Yeah.
But the whole time you're just like, fuck, like, are they gonna be okay? Like,
Yeah.
they're in the middle of nowhere. Like, nobody probably knows they're there. So it's pretty tense.
Yeah, and then they do discover that they're actually the ones that were the babies that were born in the prison.
Yeah.
And so they keep digging, and they're looking for the brother.
And they discover through one of the old timer like military leaders that their long lost brother was kidnapped from the orphanage and made into a soldier.
Yeah.
And I guess he became like one of the best snipers they've ever had. And
it's because he fought back.
Yeah, he fought back.
When they were trying to take him, he fought back.
Mm-hmm.
He actually killed a few guys.
Yeah, so immediately they knew, okay, then this is gonna be a big thing for us, for our team. So they they tell him like he moved pretty quickly up the ranks, and that's where the son is like, he moved up the ranks, and then he became he started working in this prison, and they're like, and that's where the son asks the guys like, oh, so he worked in the same prison as my dad.
Yeah, and when he asked him that, dude. Okay, so the brother, as far as they know, the brother's name is like, what was it? It starts with an N, something of May.
I don't.
It was like Niral of May or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the father's name was like Abu Tariq or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, oh, so my brother worked with Abu Tariq. And the guy he's talking to, he's all like, no.
And then it cuts.
No, he tells him.
Oh, okay.
Like he said, no, Nial of May is Abu Tariq. And that's when it cuts.
Oh.
To him and like I think he's like in the hotel room, right?
He's in the hotel room and just kind of like, he looks trying to traumatize.
Dude,
like he's going through some shit.
And like he's like sweating, and he's just like, what's going on? Like fuck, like that was a bombshell right there.
Yeah.
And then so that's when the sister comes in. He's like, oh, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? That's one scene I wanted to question. Like, how did she gather? Because he doesn't say. He just keeps saying like 1 + 1 is 2, right? And she goes, what?
I had to look it up, dude. And there's like a bunch, like, on Reddit, there's like a bunch of people trying to like break it down and give their interpretation of what that meant. I didn't really understand it. Like, even after reading like people's interpretations, I'm like, but he's like telling them like 1 + 1 never equals 1, right?
And she's like, no. It's like, so 1 + 1 isn't 1. And he like looks at her and she gasps.
And that gas was scary, dude.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like afterwards I looked up that scene again, like on YouTube, and like the comments were like, damn, leave it up to Denis to make a movie that makes a fucking gasp terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
And it was, dude. Like I don't know who that actor is.
It was heartbreaking.
But, dude, yeah.
Like holy, because they come to the realization that like basically their father is their brother.
Yeah.
Like their long lost brother. It's the same person.
So then it cuts to the beginning
Yeah, at the pool again.
The pool.
But this time it's when they're getting there.
Yeah.
And like you see the mom walking around, you know, they're both in the water at this point.
Yeah, the mom's in the water.
And like she's swimming up to the edge of the pool, and she like kind of holds onto it, and then look, and you can see somebody's heels, and she sees the heel of a man, and it has 3 dots on it.
And then she's just like, whoa.
Yeah, she's like, whoa, and she like gets out of the pool, kind of walks up to him, and he turns to her, and it's him, it's the guard. But then that, like, it's her son also.
Yeah.
And so that's what caused her to go into like that shock got her to go into like that catatonic state.
Can you imagine, dude? Like, I can't imagine anything worse, dude.
No.
Like, the man who raped you and tortured you in prison was your own son, and he didn't even know it. And got you pregnant.
Yeah.
And you have these twins whose father is your son.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And dude, yeah, dude. Like, I didn't see it coming at all.
No.
And even after like sitting with it for a while, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Like it's even now, like thinking about it, just the way it's delivered, everything, it's terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I know like Old Boy, like that was a shocking thing, but I do feel like that director kind of did it to be shocking too.
Yeah.
This one was just like a punch in the gut, dude. This is just like, it was just sad, because even the ending is kind of like horrible but touching, also like beautiful in a way, because
It's kind of like they got closure.
Yeah, so at the very end of the movie, once the kids realize, oh shit, okay, so we found our brother and our father, it's the same person, we have these 2 notes. So they end up tracking the guy down.
He's like a janitor or some shit.
Yeah, he's a janitor. Like, I guess like after he worked in the prison for so long, he just got relocated. You know, he started a new life somewhere else.
New name,
new everything, new identity. And so they end up finding him, and the son ends up handing him. He asks him, like, "Are you so and so?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he gives him 2 envelopes. And he's probably just like, whoa, what the fuck were these envelopes? And one of them says to
the father, and then one says to the son.
To the son. And he ends up reading them, dude, and that was heartbreaking too.
Dude. Yeah, because the whole movie, like, you don't know what these letters say.
What's in the envelope.
Yeah, and like he gets the letters, and he walks into his building, but just inside the doorway.
Yeah.
And he opens up.
He's just more confused, like, who the fuck's this stranger that gave me these 2 notes that say to the father and to the son?
But he opens up the to the father one first.
Yeah.
And that's where it's revealed, like, oh, like, I'm writing you, like, this is he referred to her as the Whore 72. This is Whore 72, basically. Like, these are your children. Like, they know who you are now. And that he, like, runs out because he tries to catch them, but they're gone already.
The kids are gone, yeah.
And so he just continues reading it, and then he opens up the next letter, and that's when he finds out, like, that was his mother.
Yeah, dude.
How do you process that? Like,
dude,
this movie, it made me fucking feel for this monster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was horrible but touching, because like the father letter was pretty much calling him a piece of shit, like this and that. And when he opens up to the son letter,
it's loving.
It's loving and saying, like, you know, it's not your fault that you got taken away.
It's basically a product of your environment.
Exactly. And she's like, you were born out of love. Like, I loved your father, and, you know, that's what, and we got you because of it. And it's like, because of the situation we're in, you grew up to be this fucking monster, and it's not your fault. It's just like, yeah, dude, like you said, like, you feel so fucking bad for him, even though, like, he's a piece of shit too.
Yeah.
But it's just like, who's at fault?
Yeah.
Like he is a product of his environment, because he was kidnapped, he was trained to be that way. But it's also like, he's human too.
Yeah.
And so it's just, oh, dude, this movie just makes you feel so many things all at once.
Because he even shows him visiting her grave, because they finally bury her.
Yeah, that's the last shot.
It's like him visiting her grave, and
yeah,
dude, I'm getting goosebumps, dude. Like,
yeah, because like, and it's crazy because you feel like you put yourself in the shoes of the daughter. You put yourself in the shoes of the son, what they're feeling, what they're going through. You put yourself in the shoes of the mom, what she felt, what she's going through, and then you put yourself in the shoes of the son and the dad, like, and you're just putting like you're just wondering like how he feels,
Yeah.
dude, and like I'd never seen a movie do that.
Yeah.
Like where you're just like trying to pick a side, like what side do I sit on this, and it's so hard, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's such a shitty situation, and I till this day, like I don't think I've ever seen a movie that touches on this kind of subject in such a manner where it's just like you.
It was mature about it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it felt like like I hate to say it's like a touching film, but like it is kind of.
It really is.
It's
honestly.
a beautiful like ending, but it's also a fucking horrible ending.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, man. Like it is crazy to see this movie like on the most disturbing, because I can see why, but it's also like a good movie. Like it's just like, I hate that it's gonna fall in that category. But like I said, I can see why. But it's also,
This is a perfect example of wonderful storytelling.
yeah, dude, because it's
Wonderful
unfolding.
storytelling.
Yeah, just the way it unfolds, and it just kind of leaves you guessing till the end. And even like once, it's a movie that you're just gonna be thinking about, and you're gonna be sitting in like on the way home from work the next day, you're gonna be like thinking about it. Like,
Dude, I
laying
was
in
telling
bed.
everybody at work this morning.
Yeah.
I saw the most fucked up movie last night. Like, I was telling everybody at work this morning.
Yeah. All the people you're delivering to.
And like, I had told like
Getting all these
my manager
complaints.
Kenny, I was like, oh yeah, I saw this movie last night called Incendies, and I told him to reveal it because he's not gonna watch this.
Yeah.
fucking movie. And he just looked at me like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you watch that? Like,
He's like, damn, that sounds like a badass porn, dude. What's up? Link me.
yeah, dude. Like, yeah, this movie is beautiful. It's horrifying. Just
It's good storytelling,
It's
but it
great,
is disturbing. And it's raw, it's real, like everyone is good in it.
Yeah,
There's no
dude.
actors that I'm just like, eh. Like everyone portrays their characters really well. Everything's so fleshed out too. It's an A+ film for me, dude.
definitely.
Like,
Because like even my one like little question about it, the whole like 1+1 scene,
yeah.
I'm just chalking that up to like I don't really understand that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, my recommendation is just like look up people's interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Because some of them do make sense, but it's like, and that's another thing. Like that reveal, like you know something about like you know you get something revealed to you that one of the characters doesn't know, and you still like feel shocked when she finds out,
Yeah.
which is like brilliant, dude. Like that, like I'm telling you, that gasp when she's like,
Yeah.
like it's just like, fuck, don't do that.
It's like the mic was in her mouth.
Yes, it's terrifying, but it's such like grade A storytelling, man.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. This was his first film.
Yeah. He didn't write it though.
I think he co-wrote. I think he got a co-writing credit.
Well, I think he somebody it's a weird like foreign name, so I can't even pronounce it. But I guess he wrote it, and then I guess him and Denis Villeneuve kind of helped change a few things to fit it onto like a movie
Yeah.
kind of script.
like
but-
revised it, basically.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, dude. Out of the gate, like fuck, you made this, dude.
Yeah, that's another one. I'm just like, why did I wait so long to watch it?
Yeah, I do think it's because it is a foreign film and
Yeah.
there's subtitles. Like people are gonna. I'm surprised there hasn't been a shitty American remake.
Yeah.
But I think it is because of dark subject matter. But I surprised there's not no like fucking, I don't know. Chris Pratt plays the main character, you know, like
Fuck. Yeah, dude. Like, I everybody needs to watch this movie.
Well, what did you watch it on?
It was on Prime.
Prime? Okay.
Yeah, it was streaming on Prime. Yeah, like once it was over, I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, and it is one of those films that it's like I kind of don't ever want to watch again, but I would, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would only watch it again to watch it with someone who's never seen it.
Yeah. I
would-
feel like I need a while before I watch it again. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely deserves to be on those lists.
Yeah.
Not Green Inferno, which always pops up on those lists. Dude, that shit, it pisses me off.
Some dude got eaten by digital ants, dude. Crazy
That
film.
movie fucking sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's a tough movie, but it's also like just a perfect example of like grade A storytelling. And
Yeah, definitely.
I think most people would enjoy this. It will leave an impression on you, and it will make you think. But it's a good discussion piece too. Like I wish more of our friends have watched this so we can like talk
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, it's one of those movies like I think like 9 out of 10 people that you talk to probably have never heard or even seen it.
Yeah.
So, but I recommend it to everyone. If you have time, watch it.
Yeah. Definitely.
I got nothing else.
Damn, you suck.
Unless you want to hear me talk about my drone, dude, that I had for 5 seconds.
So I finally got to the bottom of why we can't have comments anymore.
Why I have what?
Why we can't have comments anymore.
On Spotify?
Yeah.
Why?
So when Spotify changed the feature from Q&A to comments, they did it as a thing where it's like only available to certain users. So eventually it's going to be available for everybody. But as of right now, it's not available for everybody. Because I was looking at the settings I have on the Spotify for podcasters, and I have the feature on. It says it's on like for comments, but when you go to Spotify, it doesn't give you the option to leave a comment anywhere. So I was like constantly getting in touch with support, and they kept telling me it was a bug that they were working on. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, whatever. And then finally, like, I got into contact with somebody, and they were that's when they told me, like, because I told them, like, I keep getting told that it's a bug, but everything I'm looking up is saying, like, it's not. So finally, they told me, like, yeah, it's just a feature that's not available for everybody right now. So if you don't have it, it's just not available for you yet, but it will be available for everyone eventually. It's just because it's in its, like, beginning stages, you know? So I was like, oh, okay. And they told me, so just keep checking. It should be available for everybody within the coming weeks.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah. So that's why. Because I have had a few people hit me up like, hey, I can't leave comments or I can't leave a question.
That sucks, dude. I feel like we've been having like good episodes. Like,
yeah.
So I feel like we're missing out.
So with that being said, comment on the post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Just leave your questions or comments there for the episode. And I'll read them off of there going forward until this feature debacle gets resolved. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah, and if like you can, just like donate like $400 to us so we can get a new drone.
To me. And fuck you.
Hey.
No, well, let me know.
I shouldn't be a pilot, dude.
Nah, dude.
Nah.
It's because your beard's not fully grown out. That's why. That's why.
I know, dude. My shit just fucking. What do you call those suicidal pilots from World War II?
Kamikazes?
Kamikaze, that shit. Yeah.
Damn, you're forgetting a bunch of shit, man.
I can't think, dude.
Damn. All right, that's all the time we have. We'll see you guys next time.